The New York Knicks have advanced in the NBA playoffs after a hard-fought first-round series win against the Detroit Pistons. However, their difficult path to the second round immediately raises the question of what the toll of that series might mean for their next challenge against the Boston Celtics. The Knicks won the series in Game 6, defeating the Pistons 116-113 on Thursday night. The dramatic ending to that final game saw the Pistons hold a late lead with just over 2 minutes left, threatening to force a decisive Game 7. But Jalen Brunson, the NBA's clutch player of the year, delivered, hitting the game-winning three-pointer with 4.3 seconds remaining. Part of his impressive 40-point performance, Malik Beasley's attempt to tie the game afterwards was unsuccessful. The intensity and toughness of the series itself were highlighted in the article. It was described as a, quote, grueling series. Notably only the second time in NBA history that 4 straight playoff games between two teams were decided by 3 points or fewer. Knicks forward Josh Hart commented on the team's resilience, saying they are a, quote, tough, physical group, and showed, quote, mental toughness in handling adversity. Banding together. Coach Tom Thibodeau also praised Brunson's clutch play and mental makeup. The series wasn't without controversy, as the Pistons expressed frustration with potential missed calls in earlier games, and Brunson faced negative reception and chants in Detroit. Now, the focus shifts to the next round, where the Knicks face a tall task against the Boston Celtics, who are expected to be heavy favorites. The article contrasts the opponents. The inexperience of the Pistons, despite their resolve, is fundamentally different from the, quote, tested bunch in Boston, featuring players like Jason Tatum and Jalen Brown, who are described as, quote, calloused and, quote, hardened by past playoff experiences. The regular season history between the Knicks and Celtics also shows the Knicks struggling against Boston in both arenas, including memorable game-winning shots by Tatum. The central question raised by the article is whether the Knicks, after the, quote, mental and physical exhaustion of the intense series against the Pistons, are, quote, so battered and scarred they won't have nearly enough to compete with the title holders. The article includes the relevant perspective from Karl-Anthony Towns, who experienced a similar situation last year with Minnesota. He recalled winning an, quote, emotionally draining series. In Game 7 against a defending champion, Denver left his team, quote, emotionally spent and unable to recover in the next round, emphasizing the need for energy and emotional capacity in later playoff rounds. In summary, the Knicks secured a gritty first-round victory over the Pistons, marked by clutch plays and displays of toughness. However, the article questions if the physical and mental toll of that intense series will leave the Knicks depleted, potentially making the already difficult matchup against the favored and tested Boston Celtics even more challenging as they head into the second round.